Welcome back to Prince Bikes Update. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated cruiser-style motorcycles of the year, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S. If you've been waiting for an in-depth review with real-world impressions, this is the one to watch. Stay with us, because we're not just talking about specs, we're feeling the ride, exploring its lines, and checking whether this machine is worth your attention and your investment. Right off the bat, the 2025 Vulcan S doesn't scream for attention, and that's its power move. It's sleek, subtle, and has that kind of low-slung, confident look that suggests strength without showing off. Kawasaki has preserved the core identity of the Vulcan S, but with a touch of 2025 flavor. It's still modern, muscular, and unmistakably urban. And when you get closer, the subtle changes start to shine. There's a new LED headlamp unit that blends aggressive design with practicality. Not just brighter, it's sharper. It gives the front end a refreshed attitude, especially when paired with the updated fly screen that now features improved aerodynamics and a more premium matte black finish. As we move to the side profile, the stance is what really stands out. That long wheelbase, the low seat height, and the distinctive sculpted fuel tank all combine to give the Vulcan S its signature cruiser look, but without going full retro. Kawasaki calls this an urban performance cruiser, and you can see what they mean. The frame is exposed just enough, the pipes are angled just right, and the flow of the bike from front to back feels tight and intentional. The engine sits like the centerpiece in a minimalist gallery. Every line leads your eye right to it. And speaking of lines, the body panels have seen subtle refinement. The new graphics and color options for 2025 add more personality than before, especially the metallic matte carbon gray and the pearl sand khaki editions. The paint quality feels upgraded to a richer, deeper, and with a little more luster under sunlight. From the back, the bike continues its theme of clean design. The LED taillight is sharper and better integrated into the rear fender. The rear turn signals now feature a smoked lens finish, which not only looks more premium but blends seamlessly with the overall aesthetic. The dual-tone seat design makes a return, and it's more sculpted than before. The pillion seat is minimalist but comfortable enough for short rides. And if you're riding solo, the silhouette from the back just emphasizes the aggressive yet clean finish Kawasaki has been aiming for. The rear tire is thick, with a beefy profile that hints at performance, while the alloy wheels with their blacked-out look complete the ensemble. It's cruiser cool without being loud. Now let's get to the heart of the Vulcan S, the engine. The 2025 model continues to use the proven 649cc parallel twin, liquid-cooled engine derived from the Ninja 650. But it's been tuned for more mid-range torque and smoother power delivery. It puts out around 60 horsepower and about 63 Nm of torque, and while those numbers might not blow your mind on paper, it's the way this engine delivers that really counts. Throttle response is smooth and progressive, and the power band is beautifully linear. For city rides, it's perfect. Plenty of low and grunt, and no unnecessary drama. And when you open it up on the highway, it's got more than enough punch to keep you excited. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which remains slick and responsive. The gear ratios feel well balanced, especially for a cruiser of this type. Whether you're commuting daily or hitting the open road, the Vulcan S feels comfortable and confident. One of the biggest strengths of the Vulcan S has always been its ride and ergonomics, and that tradition continues for 2025. The ErgoFit system remains a game-changer. Riders of various heights can adjust the foot pegs, handlebar, and seat position to suit their body type. And for 2025, Kawasaki has fine-tuned the seating foam for better comfort over long rides. The riding position is upright but relaxed, with just enough forward lean to feel engaged. The foot-forward controls give you that cruiser posture without feeling laid back or lazy. The seat height is still around 705 mm, making it super accessible even for shorter riders, while the slim profile at the tank helps your legs wrap around the bike naturally. The suspension setup is familiar: a 41mm telescopic fork up front and an offset rear monoshock with adjustable preload. It's not designed for aggressive corner carving, but for daily riding, it's more than capable. It absorbs bumps with composure and keeps the bike stable even when pushed a little. On curves, the Vulcan S surprises with how planted it feels. It might be a cruiser, but it doesn't wallow or feel disconnected from the road. Braking is handled by a single 300mm front disc and a 250mm rear disc, both with standard ABS. Braking feel is solid, with enough bite up front and good progression at the rear. The ABS system feels non-intrusive. It's there when you need it, and invisible when you don't. In terms of tech, Kawasaki has kept things simple, which some purists will appreciate. The analog-digital instrument cluster remains, with a large RPM gauge and a digital screen that displays speed, gear position, trip meters, fuel gauge, and more. No TFT, no fancy smartphone connectivity, and that's intentional. The Vulcan S is about the ride, the feel, and the road. But that said, a few updates like USB charging and Bluetooth integration could have made it more appealing to younger riders without compromising its identity. Now, let's talk about how the bike feels in the real world. In traffic, the Vulcan S is agile enough to weave through without stress. The weight is around 229 kilograms, but thanks to the low center of gravity and slim design, it never feels heavy. Low-speed balance is excellent, and you'll be surprised how easily it handles tight turns and U-turns. On highways, it cruises effortlessly at 120 kilometers per hour. With the engine sitting in a relaxed rhythm, there's a mild vibration at higher RPMs, but nothing that takes away from the experience. Wind protection is minimal, especially on the standard model, so if you're doing longer touring, a windshield might be a wise accessory. But overall, comfort levels are high. Even after a couple of hours on the road, the Vulcan S doesn't punish you. Now for the part everyone wants to know: the price. Kawasaki has kept the Vulcan S competitively priced in the middleweight cruiser segment. In 2025, the expected ex-showroom price in most markets is around $7,899, or roughly a superscript 17.1 lakh in India. That makes it a solid value considering the level of engineering, reliability, and brand trust Kawasaki brings to the table. There are a few optional accessories you can add: a windshield, panniers, backrest, or even heated grips. And if you go for the Vulcan SA edition, you get a special paint scheme and contrast wheel stripes to stand out a little more. So here's the verdict. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S continues to be one of the most rider-friendly cruisers in its segment. It doesn't overwhelm new riders but still delivers enough fun for experienced ones. It's not trying to be a traditional American cruiser, nor a sporty naked. It's carving its own path. Comfortable, stylish, and smooth. That's the essence of the Vulcan S. Sure, it could use a few modern touches, like a TFT screen or ride modes, but it sticks to what it does best, being a simple, reliable, stylish urban cruiser with everyday usability. If you're someone who's getting into the cruiser world or wants a second bike that offers comfort and flair without going overboard, the Vulcan S deserves to be on your short list. It's a practical daily bike with a strong engine, a low-maintenance attitude, and a custom-friendly design. Kawasaki's commitment to keeping the Vulcan platform fresh without messing with its core values shows maturity, and in 2025, that's what makes this bike relevant. And that wraps up our review of the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S. Let us know in the comments. Say, are you thinking of getting one, or maybe upgrading from an older Vulcan? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the ride. Subscribe to Prince Bikes Update for more honest and in-depth reviews, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, ride safe and keep your passion alive.